What we do is if we need that extra push over the cliff, you know what we do?
Put it up to 11.
11, exactly. One louder.
Why don't you just make 10 louder and make 10 be the top number and make that a little louder?
These go to 11.
Hello and welcome to Beatitudes Top 11s of Everything in Music. I'm Clive Morgan.
And I'm Robert Roberts.
And this week we're going with top 11 B-sides. Oh, wait.
We are going to go and challenge one of the great debates in popular music.
Yeah.
What are the great B-sides?
Great B-side. And this is like, to anybody far younger than us, B-sides was so important to singles. Often you, especially with 45s, want to get, oh my God, it sounds so old. But you buy a single and it was just as exciting to flip it over and see what was on the other side. And often, very often, probably in the case of these that we picked, it was actually better than the A-side that charted.
Yeah, I think in many of the cases of the songs that we picked between us, I think there's definitely they're better than this.
I think it's quite sad today as well with the sort of Spotify market. Songs just get released to Spotify. They don't get a B-side, do they? It's just a song is released.
Yeah, or as you just discovered, a bonus track.
Yeah, bonus track, bonus material. But it's always, it's almost like you're getting conned out of something. You got two for the price of one, didn't you?
Yeah, no, you did, and I think there were certain bands like the Smiths and maybe even the early Oasis who cherished their B-sides.
Yeah, definitely, because they look back to bands like the Beatles and made it an art form.
Yeah, who turned the single, the 45, into an art form, and we certainly have evidence of that here.
We do, we do. So as with all the top 11s we're going to do, of course, one louder. We don't just do top 10s here at Beatitude.
It goes all the way up to 11.
We're gonna pick 5 each. They're in no particular order, so it doesn't matter. And you'll find on our YouTube channel, you'll be able to find all of these songs, and you'll be able to listen to them if there's any there you don't know. But we're gonna pick 5 each. And then we've both picked a bonus track each, haven't we, for as our 6th choice.
Are we actually arguing over that?
Oh, we won't argue, we'll just sort of
debate.
Flip a coin. Yeah. We'll debate. And then we'll pick one of those, either one of those
to make
up the 11. Yeah, turns out good there.
Seems like less hassle.
We'll see how much time we got. Right, Rob, so you fire away, mate. What's your first choice?
My first choice is You Can't Always Get What You Want by the Rolling Stones.
Oh, top choice.
And this was released in 1969 and was the B-side to the also marvellous Honky Tonk Woman. So what absolute fantastic 45.
Yeah, that's where you're getting your money's worth, isn't it?
That is where you're getting your money's worth. And You Can't Always Get What You Want, some people have claimed, is the sort of answer to Hey Jude, or the Stones attempting to write a song with that sort of magnitude, but they brought in the choir, length and magnitude.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Kind of single. And obviously it takes a darker turn than Hey Jude.
It does go far darker.
Because we talked about Arthur Lee, and that was 1967 when Forever Changes was released, and sort of spoke about a disillusionment with the culture at the time. I think what You Can't Always Get What You Want is also that, with the sort of camp culture, the hippie culture.
Yeah.
All facets of youth culture were sort of like dismantled, if you like, and you can't always get what you want.
Yeah.
But I think the crucial crucial message is in the title, with You Can't Always Get What You Want, about the failure of the peace movement and the failure of the anti-war movement, which was of a very pessimistic, perhaps, outlook on that time.
Great tune.
And an absolute banger, and a shame it's been used by Donald Trump.
Yeah, that is a shame.
That was one thing that really did my head in, was what Trump was doing.
Just don't get involved. Yeah, why did they let him do that as well?
I don't know. They did not condone his usage of it, though. Maybe they liked it in the Violet, but
So what have you gone for your second choice?
My second choice is the absolutely brilliant House Winners Now by the one and the only Smiths, and that was released in 1984, and it was the B-side to William It Was Really Nothing, which is absolutely fantastic, because if anybody doesn't know out there, William It Was Really Nothing was actually influenced by the great book and great film Billy Liar.
Yeah. He's on the cover as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
On the cover. What was the actor's name? I can't remember.
Tom Courtney.
Yeah. Great tune, man. Great song. And a lot of people probably wouldn't know that was a B-side.
No.
Because it since became such a popular Smith song. It was on Hatful of Hollow, the compilation, but yeah, it's since become one of the most famous.
Standard, perhaps alongside its charming
sample,
the two
cover.
biggest Smith songs.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
popular,
definitely.
most widely known. Great, absolutely obvious thing to say when Morrissey's involved, but absolutely fantastic lyrics.
Yeah, very good. Great intro as well.
Yeah, that great guitar part.
Yeah.
I'm trying to actually remember the lyrics now. There's a club if you like to go. You can meet someone that really loves you, and then you leave.
And you go and you leave on your own.
And then you cry and you want to die. Yeah, we sort of paraphrased it there, and we do apologise, but that's something that's actually always been perhaps too much the story of my life. But you know.
So what's your third choice, mate?
My third choice is Revolution by the Beatles, of course.
There's so many Beatles tracks we could have had.
And there's so many Beatles tracks we could have had, really. I was wondering, was this a double A-side or was it a B-side?
No, actually it was a B-side, because there's a lot of double, because I thought that, because I was looking at the Beatles, obviously, so I was thinking Strawberry Fields Forever, but then technically double A-sides, but then they charted separately, so does that make A and B? There's so many you could have had Rain. What else, man?
Rain would have been an absolutely fantastic...
Is that your phone? I'm not...
Shall I turn it off?
That's all right. It might have been John. It might have been John. John from the other side. Yeah. Wouldn't that be great? So Revolution by the Beatles, which of course was the B-side
to Hey Jude and was
Hey
released
Jude.
in 1968. Of course, there are differing versions of this song. You can hear a different version on the White Album, which is a more slowed down rockabilly version as compared to the out-and-out rock and roll of the B-side of Revolution. Unfortunately, Lennon was attacked for various reasons by the left for this song, for not carrying a strong enough revolutionary message. Where he said, if you go carrying pictures of Chairman Mao, you can make it with anyone.
But that's John all over it, tongue in cheek.
Exactly, but the left and the new left at the time, members like Tarek Ali didn't take too kindly to that.
I remember reading that.
Not subversive enough.
Okay, man, so number 4.
Number 4 is the absolutely fantastic Dead Souls by the absolutely wonderful and brilliant Joy Division, and is the B-side to Atmosphere and was released in 1980. Now that, to me, is a 45.
Yeah, that is a 45. That is a hell of a 45.
I don't
Not the sort of thing you find in your local pub jukebox. If you're lucky enough to have a pub that had a great jukebox with 45s on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not standard fare for that. But great.
It's fantastic they use the B-side to be so experimental, because so much of it is so instrumental. You don't hear Ian Curtis for such quite a long time. The intro is so long and fantastic.
Yeah,
and the handy production on it is absolutely
haunting,
brilliant
isn't it?
as well. It is haunting, along with the A-side Atmosphere, which is a hell of a track as well.
And for your final one?
My final one, I felt like I was neglecting R&B, stroke soul, and I said that I'm really sorry there's no funk records in there as well, and there's no hip hop.
There's so much we could have bit though, isn't there?
It does seem to sort of...
That was Chuck D. Why you got none of my goddamn records in there? But yeah, no, we could have had a lot of soul, a lot of hip hop, a lot of funk, a lot of everything really. It was so hard to narrow it down, wasn't it? Because you get the ones that come to the top of your head, and then they're the obvious ones. And then, since we've done this, I thought, why didn't I put that down? Why didn't I put that down? Well,
when you look at it, there's so many, isn't it?
There is. So yeah, what was it? You gone for? Sorry.
I've gone for number 5 was Green Onions.
Cool, good tune. The ultimate mod tune.
The
ultimate mod instrumental. It's funny because I was thinking I nearly put the high numbers. Remember that Zoot Suit and the face?
Yeah.
I thought that's a great double A. This was like before the Who became the Who. That's not a great mod tune, but Green Onions, the ultimate. Absolute ultimate. Makes me think of Quadrophenia.
Still one of the most ultimate. I was thinking of Quadrophenia and singing Quadrophenia.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
But yeah, brilliant. Do you want mine?
Yeah, I want to hear yours, man.
Okay. Right, so that's our first 5. So my first one, going in at number 6, is Unchained Melody by the Righteous Brothers. Classic tune, one of the greatest love songs ever written.
An absolutely belter of a tune. When I saw that, I sort of was green with envy. I was like, oh.
And how was it a B-side? It was a B-side. It came out in 1965. It was a B-side to Hung On You. And I don't even know how that got. I've never heard that.
Yeah, no.
I don't know.
No.
But yeah, it was a B-side. And obviously, the DJ. This was the other thing. The DJs would often promote B-sides, wouldn't they? Because they flip a track over and think, that's like, to find something a bit more, sometimes more radio friendly, sometimes a bit more out there or a bit different.
Yeah, a bit more experimental.
Yeah. And they started playing Unchained Melody, and they had to then re-release it as the A-side. But for me, that's probably the first example.
That's Righteous Brother.
Yeah, that's Righteous Brother. That is Righteous Brother. It's probably the first example. That is our earliest one, I think, is it? No, Booker T's earliest at 62. But yeah, 1965. That's some great stuff.
A classic period for the single, for the pop.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
People really put the effort in, didn't they? To that.
Satisfaction.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Help.
Yeah. Great. Yeah.
And 66 that follows it. You got like a Rolling Stone.
Yeah. Well, 66 leads us nicely to my second choice, which is God Only Knows by the Beach Boys. It came out in 1966 to the B-side of Wouldn't It Be Nice?
Yeah. And I suppose I can imagine in the sort of Captain Studios it would have been, well, we need an upbeat record. So they would have gone for Wouldn't It Be Nice? Rather than the sort of spiritual question of God Only Knows.
Which was they were on that cusp of that, just that, well, around that time anyway, Pet Sounds really starting to go away from that, just that surfing sort of sound. To
that sort of...
that's when he started taking acid, basically, isn't it?
Yeah. They moved away from Chuck Berry and rock and roll riffs and embraced the full-on kaleidoscopic
and it's an absolutely beautiful
experience of LSD and began experimenting with orchestra.
Well done, Brian.
Taking his toll on you, but you have left a legacy.
And again, I know I said that about Unchained Melody, but again, another probably one of the greatest love songs up there, isn't that?
Yeah.
So my third choice is by one of my all-time favourite bands, really, the Kinks. Another great mod group.
This is an absolutely great choice.
I love this song, and it's I'm Not Like Everybody Else, from 1966, which is the B-side of Sunny Afternoon. Lyrically, this for me is like one of the first punk records.
It's
just like
a sort of
fuck
like
you, individual
nihilism of like punk is kind of like
punk,
totally solid in this record.
And I remember strutting around in my early 20s. Oh yeah.
When he has that fight with his
great
sister.
scene.
And then he throws and then it's like him hulking, Gandolfini hulking down the street. It's got that live version of it.
I forgot about that. That's amazing. Yeah, it's a great scene.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love that song.
I've strutted my stuff to this song many times in my early 20s.
Yeah, damn right, man.
Take on the world.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love that song. And I suppose a band then that really took a lot from the Kinks and that sort of attitude is my fourth choice, and that's The Jam. And Paul Weller.
We have to Paul Weller.
And that's Butterfly Collector from 1979, which is a B-side of Strange Town.
Cool.
Strange Town's a great song.
Strange Town's a great song, man. Well, the Butterfly Collector's I quite wrong. If I flipped that over, I'd be like, this is
What? Yeah.
This is.
What, Butterfly Collector?
I think the lyrics to the Butterfly Collector
so,
are absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
What do you think the song is generally about?
I think it was about either a girl he knew, or they do say it was about a groupie.
Yeah.
It was attached to the band at the time. I don't know if it's just myth or not. But yeah, just this girl that sort of collected, as he says, there's tarts and whores, but you're much more.
Yeah, that's exactly the line I was thinking I was going to say if you didn't say it.
But about this girl that just collects, just notches on the bedpost, really. But,
yeah.
And that's quite good
for
rock
stars as sort of trinkets.
And it was quite well to turn that on the head, really, and he's the great way he does things anyway, turning that masculinity of it being, the modern man as he was at that time, even on the punk scene, I think. Lyrically amazing, absolutely amazing. A lot of these from both of us really, so 60s to 80s, aren't they?
No, a lot of them are.
Aren't they? But maybe again that's sort of symptomatic of the fact that that's one.
I don't go
really
off on
made
them,
effort.
but do you think there'd be like different periodizations on the sort of take on history of pop music as time progresses? Would that be sort of seen as a potential period in itself? Because we think of it as the 60s, don't we?
Yeah.
And then
when we look at it at the time of the B-side.
We chop it up into decades.
Yeah, before bonus material.
Do you think there'd be
after bonus material?
Views?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like when did the rock period really decline? When was the rock and roll?
Well, because now people are grading, like when things get remastered, aren't they? You know, so like somebody will say, "Oh, what's your favourite version of a certain song?" Take for example, Pink Floyd song, and someone will go, "Oh, yeah, but I like the remastered version better." It's not. Oh God! Now Roger Waters is trying to get hold of us. Never been so busy, Rob. It must be the Twitter feed going mad or something, is it? Okay, so with that in mind, my last choice is Meredith Paradise by the Stone Roses. I say new, but that was still 1989, believe it or not. That was a B-side to She Bangs the Drums.
Of course.
So what a single that is.
That's a great single.
They had to go B-sides though, didn't they?
Yeah.
Standing Here.
Well, Fool's Gold.
Fool's Gold, I suppose it was, Yeah. But I love that song. Great little pop song.
Fantastic. Ring, ding, ding,
birds.
I'm going down.
Yeah. Great tune.
Very birdsy.
Yeah, very birdsy.
Yeah.
Right, so we both picked a bonus. So that's 10 there we got. But as we know, we go up to 11.
But what are we going to pick to take it up to 11?
Well, what was your bonus choice?
Mine was Anchors by Oasis.
Cool, what tune? I love that tune.
It is a great tune. It is a wicked tune. I just fancied a bit of a slice of some sort of very simple, basic, me and two veg rock and roll.
Yeah, and it is their Oasis at their best. With that punk style of
I think the funniest thing is I could do without the chorus when no one's singing. But when Liam's belting out the verses, it's absolutely flying.
Yeah, I love the way he belts it out.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, it makes me feel alive.
Yeah, I don't know what it
goes
is
straight
that makes me feel alive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Great tune. And you see what I've done there? I've gone for a track by Blur, which actually was originally going to be, so this wasn't engineered. This was actually going to be... I just thought we might get more listeners this way. We'll stoke up some old Britpop rivalry. Tag them in it,
Let's stereotype each other to an inch of our lives. Come on,
But this isn't country house, and roll with it.
I was going to say roll.
These are far better songs.
They actually capture
They are better songs.
The essence of the bands.
Yeah, I think they do. So I've gone for Blur and Inertia, which was the B-side of their first single. No, actually, it wasn't their first single.
Do you think we should give it to
There's
Blur
No Other Way.
Of they won the war? Everybody thought they
Do you think they did win them?
when Oasis won the war, but don't you think in the Cold War They've sort of like,
who were the Russians?
they've sort of won out really during the Cold War.
Oh yeah.
Considering that you look at Liam's solo career, this is how I'm doing, this is how I'm
Yeah,
qualified.
and what Damon's doing now.
And Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds and what old man has turned out since.
Yeah, I hated that whole Blue Oasis thing anyway. So I loved them both.
Yeah.
I always loved a bit more because I always thought they were a bit more cultured, but lyrically.
That's the only trouble with Oasis. If Oasis had a brain, it would have been dangerous.
Yeah, definitely. Lyrically, then they would have been amazing as well.
Yeah, if you added like great lyrics, like Rotten-esque lyrics to the sort of.
I know. Yeah, but those first two albums, and every B-side they released, their first 6 singles.
Yeah.
We could have had Talk Tonight.
Talk Tonight. You could have Talk Tonight. You could have
Master
Plan. There's more, isn't there?
Great
Sad Song.
Yeah, there's so many great tunes, and a lot of their B-sides were actually better than some album tracks, I think.
I think they were. I think it was quite.
I think that was I think that's what bands did. I think they held because they wanted good B-sides. That was really important.
Yeah. It was the culture of B-sides.
Yeah, and both
Blur and
Oasis did that.
Even give a mention to some songs like Maggie May.
Oh yeah, Maggie May.
Yeah, because Maggie May didn't become a hit until it was getting so much play on jukeboxes in pubs.
So it was a better song than the
Yeah.
What was the A-side? Can you remember?
I don't even remember what the A-side was.
Some shit Red Shirts on. Probably Sailing or something. I actually didn't know what it was. I was looking at it the other day because this was one of my.
I really love his first 2 songs.
I love Maggie May. It's a great song.
His solo albums.
Yeah,
it's not like I've ever listened to them that much, but like the first ones are all right.
It's when the bagpipes started for me. Same as Paul. When Paul got into the bagpipes.
Because disco really ruined.
Do you think I'm sexy? Google the video for that though, because it is hilarious.
Yeah.
I love the video of it. It's sort of up there with Dancing in the Street by Bowie Jagger, which cracks me up. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
2 queens finding it off.
Oh, that's genius.
Streets of Brazil. two outrageously brilliant human beings.
So what's going to complete our 11 then? Our Blur and Oasis. What do you think? Because I love both of these songs equally.
I think you can have yours, man.
I love
just
them.
for winning the Cold War.
But then saying that if you hadn't have picked that Oasis track, I might
it's
pick
my
that.
favourite Blur period, perhaps. I was thinking a lot about that today, and I thought, am I just being completely...
Really early Blur.
Yeah.
Or very Sid Barrett then, weren't they?
Sort of that, and what I think is one of their great records is One Life is Rubbish.
I think that's their best album.
Yeah. I was going to say that. Do you think like it's even better than Part Life?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think it's a better album than Part Life. I think just Part Life just hit the right time with girls and boys. Yeah, it's an amazing Think Tank. I think that's the start. You can hear in that the start of where he's going with Gorillaz, kind of.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're going with Inertia then.
Yeah.
Cool, that completes our 11.
We've taken it all.
And we'll upload all these tracks so you can listen to them. And
Stone Cold told us, Macho Man told us, we had to take it all the way up.
All the way up to 11. And if there's any that you think we might have missed, just let us know. Tweet us, wave us, shout at us, sue us, do whatever you want. Just let us know you're listening.
Yeah.
And comments always appreciated. Right, thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.